Okay, we'll start the work section as we normally do with going through who's gonna read the various resolutions. This is something we do every year around this time. I contacted all the people. We have the contracts in place. So anybody want to read the A?
I got it.
No.
Start on.
B is a bond council services resolution.
I got it.
Got it. C is a legal services contract.
I'm trying.
D is the auditing services contract resolution.
Got it.
E is the engineering services contract.
Would be
E, yeah.
D.
E, E.
So it's who had D?
Okay,
Yeah, I can take on that one if you want me. Give it to
E?
me. I'll get on down there when you're ready.
okay, F is the GIS services contract.
I'll do it if you want.
Okay. Well, John's turn.
Okay.
So I was gonna do G. Yep.
So John, you'll do G?
Yep.
To set the public hearing for the turnout gear.
Yeah, we're gonna go to executive session.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the only other thing is the motions, I know, Dave Miller and I talked to Don. There are just some minor changes, engineering changes, of course. More, they want more money, but, those are basically the only changes that we had.
Fee schedule? In the fee schedule?
And you should have it, they're highlighted. I think I got it. We got the organizational meeting for January 2nd, which is the first Monday at 7 PM, followed by work session. And then we did the last couple of
Thank
years, we did a motion about this time of year for the ornament exchange. I think I gave everybody the paperwork on that. That's where they hang ornaments on the bike path, across from where Don lives up there. It's interesting.
People go and do it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So back to the fee schedules, the ones that are highlighted are increased.
Yes.
In blue and yellow.
Okay, I'll check. Which I'm pretty
So
sure.
normally we get one that kind of shows what it was and the changes. The reason we asked that.
I can tell you.
Yeah, you fix that.
So it's gone from 225 to 250
On 25,
from,
on number 25 here?
yes, there's a couple of places where the original minimum fee was 225.
Okay,
And we've upped that to 250. It hasn't changed in probably 6 years at this point.
Correct.
okay,
And then we similarly made the same change for the major application fee, so 68. Went from 500 to 550, so again, the same percent increase.
that was 68,
Yes,
and then 658 and 65, the same thing went up to $25.
225 to, yeah.
Okay.
Those are reflected in the motion. Also.
And then Dawn, do you know what the dog adoption fee was before, or is that Dawn here?
None of those have changed.
Okay,
So the one right here in the blue he's talking about.
those haven't changed. Okay,
No.
Okay,
Those are all the
I
same.
wonder why Dave colored them blue.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe he wondered if it was something we wanted to look at, but
Oh, okay.
we're not changing any of our fees
Yeah.
under the clerk's.
So they're minor.
Mhm.
Just good.
thank you.
Put this over. Water sewer.
So all of the services are done. The restoration is underway, or if not mainly done. If there's any cleanup work that people have heard about that needs to be done, please let me know. I'm sure Amy is looking at it as well. And, you know, some work will still be done in the spring if people ask. We believe that everybody has been notified and has been able to call Erie County Water Authority. We, as usual, got some people who are now interested now that the water line's complete. And you know, there's a lot of letters up
They
there.
haven't been
Yes.
notification almost 3 years now.
So again, just in case you get any phone calls or anything, We notified them many times that they need to be in by certain date, and
Is one of them our famous friend?
yes,
They still may tap in at their own expense, right?
correct.
Fine. No problem.
What was that? They can still get in?
Oh, yeah, but it's.
But they have to pay
They have
for
to
it.
pay now.
Their
Okay,
expense.
Yeah, before the county would pay for the county's portion of the hookup,
okay.
typically.
Well,
and now
actually,
they have
we
to.
paid
Yeah, you pay for it, yeah.
the town.
The town
But
paid
it
for
was very minimal. For us to do it, it wasn't a big deal because the road's already torn up. For them to do it now, that's why.
Especially if
do it
you
when
gotta
you
go
can.
through the road.
Has it passed all the Erie County Health,
Yes,
all the expanding, the pressurizing, everything?
that's why people can.
They can
call
draw the
Erie
water
County
now
Water
and-
Authority and get the meter and be ready to go.
So it's now in their court, where to get the meters with Erie.
And they've been informed of that.
Could they still apply for the hardship?
No.
With doctor's note or something like that?
Oh,
Oh,
no,
yeah,
yes.
that's totally different. That can still happen. And again,
And who foots the bill for that? Town?
no, the people who, if you're building a new house. When you're building a new house, you may not even know about it because your builder's just gonna wrap it into your fees. But Erie County Water Authority, when you wanna put a new tap in, I think it's about $3,000 a tap. You know, that usually gets rolled into your home price. If you
Yeah,
use
we as a
builder.
town don't see that.
No,
Right, okay.
Okay,
That's good news.
I think so. Buildings. Got a bid opening this Thursday at 1.
Did you two?
No, we went over it.
You
I was
did?
gonna, no,
Oh, noise ordinance.
no,
I'm
I was
sorry.
gonna wait till there's a lull.
I skipped right by. I seem to be
Don't
doing that
confuse
a
me,
lot
Jack.
lately. I have no place to go tonight, so I don't know why I'm in a hurry. At my age, there's very few places to go anymore that are open past 8. That allow me. Yeah, we'll go back to noise. I know Dave gave a draft of a portion of it to Emily. She's looking at it or has looked at it.
So Dave Miller gave me a draft of a proposal to change the special permit process. I think that we need to have a corresponding change with the actual noise law itself. I'm going to meet with Dave Miller on Thursday.
Okay.
So we'll go over that together, put our heads together, come up with something that we're both okay with.
So the special draft, special permit. Doesn't include the noise law in the draft that you had.
Not
really.
exactly, not in a format that I think the whole town board's going to be happy with, or that accomplishes kind of what the issues seem to be. That have given us reason to look at the noise law, so.
Hopefully that meeting Thursday will.
Where they complement one another rather than contradict, correct? Okay.
Yeah, that's the goal.
Why
Right.
didn't it? I thought the whole thing had been given
Yes,
as a rough draft. Well, now we're finding,
no, well, Dave said he was gonna give something to her. We didn't know what that was until she.
when you were away, we understood it was the noise law was being worked on, unless I'm wrong. That meeting that we had.
Well, he
came
said
in,
he had a
A
proposal.
proposal,
Right.
but it was specifically, I thought.
I thought it was that
addressed the noise law.
special use
Okay,
permit,
I'm wrong.
right?
The two sections of the law work with each other, and this, what he sent me was a proposal to change the permit form itself.
We'll get through it. We'll get through
Permit
it.
form, which would include or encompass the noise aspect for those who are anticipating a special use permit that may have electronic amplified noise at their venue.
Mhm.
So we're still waiting on it. Okay,
I'm gonna talk to him, and, you know, if it comes down to that I have to propose something, I will do it.
Mhm.
Thank you.
you never let us down. Good, glad to hear that one.
Okay. So we got that done. We've done the water sewer buildings. fire alarm system grant. The reason I have a question is that, in my memory, is that something Christina is going to?
She'll apply for that the same way she did with the
Yeah.
HVAC, and then we'll probably write up the proposals for the bids like we did with the
Yeah.
HVAC system.
If she needs any help, which I don't think she does, because she apparently does it very well. Yeah,
Well, the guy she's been working with is retiring, so she's hoping she can get this done before he gets out. When she usually works with on this, so.
okay. Denial spring, the columns and all that. Okay, grants. First is the parks. I had a luncheon meeting today with Senator Gallivan. He came out and we had chicken wing soup at the Candy Apple. Very good meeting, about an hour and a half. And he said he will, when he is officially ours, which is the first of the year, get on, he understands. He knew, because it's through the dorm authority group. And he says, Dave, it doesn't matter what side of the aisle you're on, the dorm authority is a pain in the butt to everybody. He goes there, he says, how long? I says, well, it's been 7 years. He says,
About average.
you're, he says, no, you're fine. And I'm going, no, we're not fine. I said, but that's one thing we talked about, that I'm gonna send him the correspondence that I had with Senator Rath and with Tremaine. Maybe not a lot of that, but because there was always, is there anything new? And Tremaine goes, no, but at least all the players and what's going on, so that he'll have all the information he needs to look into it in the first of the year. So that was very, very good.
It was just you and he at the.
That way we can talk about everybody. Okay, community development block grant, and not heard anything back yet. Pretty soon it's their time to make their decisions. Library bid is opening this Thursday.
Has anything come back on yet, or?
I have had correspondence from at least 2 different companies asking questions and asking for information,
For
but I don't
repointing.
have anything in.
Is that to repoint the wall?
No, that's for the HVAC system for the library.
Well, that's opening at 12:15 or 1 PM.
Yeah, and I was curious if we received anything yet.
When it said next week, I thought it was the week after this week. When's the 15th, isn't it this week?
This week, Thursday.
I did this Friday.
Ah, capiche.
Yeah.
So we are opening the bid on the 15th at 1 PM. Okay.
Okay, next.
We're back to the question on the repointing on this wall. That's something.
I haven't even
in the
looked at
spring.
that yet,
That's
yeah.
spring, that's the spring, right?
Yeah.
Got it.
It's not leaking, all that snow we had.
That's good.
So it's something we're gonna have to deal with till spring, and we'll get it addressed in spring.
Okay, other tentative joint meeting with the village on the 23rd of January. We need agenda item suggestions from us if we have anything we would like to talk to them. No, you might want to go into executive session on that. That's up to you, gentlemen. I think I'll do that, because we will be going to executive session on fire companies and dog control here in a few minutes, so maybe we'll add that.
This is a firm date.
Yes. If we meet, it's a firm date.
Okay. And the time for meeting is the same as it
All right, for,
BBD?
yes, to be determined.
And when will we get something knowing what they want to talk about? Do you know?
I've reached out and have not heard anything back from them yet. Twice, I will do that again after our meeting, if I have some ideas, if we have any ideas. If no one has any ideas, I guess we don't meet.
Okay.
Gas line. I think I sent correspondence out today. John Cummings and, like, the committee I talked to, but, following Emily's, suggestion that, yeah, that meter, he was gonna check to make sure it works, that goes off our site, and then we can, it worked last year at this time, but it's an old meter. If it doesn't, we'll get a new one and be able to check that. So we'll know how much gas is being used that goes off site. We don't know where it goes to, but we know what it's gonna, which is a step in the direction of unfolding everything related to the mysterious gas well use.
And the meter reading that has to be submitted to the DEC, that's been done, or it will be?
We get that in January, so that won't be done for another month.
I looked at it. It wasn't due until the end of March, early April
Yeah.
last year.
Oh,
Yeah.
great, fine. It's not a calendar year then.
Okay, anything else under work session for this evening? Then I will entertain to go into executive session at 7:03.
7:03, on that clock.
Yep.
Move.
Joe and JJ, motion in second. This is to discuss contracts in personnel. Like to call to order the regular meeting for the Newstead Town Board on December 12th with roll call, please.
Councilwoman Pope,
Here,
Councilmember,
Here.
Councilman Jandrowski, Councilman Dugan,
Here.
Supervisor Cummings,
Here,
all good.
y'all please stand. Patty, would you lead us in the pledge?
sure. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic
For which it
which
stands,
stands
one nation,
under God,
indivisible, with liberty and
justice for all.
We have that at church on the outside inside.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if I can get all of these in the right order tonight. Next is approval of the minutes of the regular meeting of the 28th. Everybody's received a copy. Are there any additions, corrections, or changes? If not, I'll entertain a motion to approve.
Go move.
Second,
Second,
all in favor, say aye.
aye.
Opposed, carried. Agenda changes. I do not believe there are any this evening. Moving on to communications. Dawn.
Yes, we only have a few. We received our bi-weekly letter from Charter Communications notifying us of upcoming programming changes that are taking place at the end of December. We received a notice of public hearing from the Erie County Board of Health relative to proposed revisions in the Erie County Sanitary Code. The hearing will be held on January 17th at 3:00 in the afternoon at room 1402 of the RAF building. And lastly, we received a letter from the New York State Department of State notifying the town that local law number 5 of 2022 was received and filed on December 2nd. And that's it.
Any comments? We'll address a few of them later on. Work session, we did not. Communications. Entertain a motion to receive and file.
So moved. Second,
Discussion, all in favor, say aye.
aye.
Opposed. Carried. There was no work session last week. Agenda item questions. Anybody in the audience have a question of anything on the agenda? Being none, we move on to approval of the bills. First, we have some budget transfers. I'll entertain a motion to approve.
Go move.
Is there a second?
Second,
Discussion, all in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? Carried. Approval of the bills, Jack.
Yes, I'd like to propose the following vouchers for approval. General, $21,424.17. General outside the village, $26.73. Highway, $10,007.33. Refuse, $26,769.13. Sewer District 1, $505.81, Sewer District 2, $135.24, District 3, $520.01. Consolidated Water, $4.50, for a total of $59,392.92.
Is there a second?
Second.
Discussion? All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? Carried. Those are paid. That was a good amount for you to read, Jim.
Wasn't bad.
Only Joe gets the big ones. Okay, committee department head reports, have nothing other than we did receive a letter from the highway superintendent that basically shows the items that he would like to purchase next year. Also is a December 22 list of the equipment with purchase cost and major repair costs. If the board has any questions, you can let me know or let Mike know, and he can get back to you. But that's a second direction
Yeah,
that the board wants.
Agreed. That was what we were looking for, requesting.
Okay. Assessor, I'll read the December assessor's report. Hello, everyone. I am still working on the reassessment project and value new construction as it is closed out by the building department. Exemptions are slowly still being returned. We have recently been in contact with the manufactured home parks for updated rental rules and providing guidance on the new star changes and other exemptions and how they are administered. The new changes to star have been confusing to both park management and homeowners within the parks. I have no other concerns currently. If anyone has any questions, please contact Tina. Code officers report.
Did you get one already?
I
Not
got
much on there, is there?
no, there's
$300.
just
I just like to see what my neighbors are doing.
okay, one of them's on Maple Road, that's close. Greenwood, hey, they're all in your neighborhood, all those not in your neighborhood. Just three things on the report.
Do you know what was demolished?
No, I gotta go look.
That's interesting. I had $300 to get
Two
it
barns.
demolished.
Barn.
Yeah, but how, do you know where that is, John, in Maple?
Where's that? I'm sorry. I was paying
68,
attention.
60.
6860, they demolished two barns, maybe he hasn't done
Look
it
at
yet.
Staples.
Did it?
Yeah, they wanna take, I believe they wanna take at least that front barn down.
Oh, okay, well, they got the permit to do it. We also, from the code officer, building department, received the Newstead Planning Board schedule for meetings of 2023. I believe everybody got it. I know I got it.
Yeah.
If not, I'll copy everybody.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Building department. Town clerk.
Yeah, I just wanted to report to you guys that school tax collection for both of the schools have been finalized. The schools have been given all of their monies and all of their final reports. And all of the unpaid taxes have been sent to their respective counties for relevy onto the town county taxes. So we are done with school.
We had a high percentage you mentioned 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, it
Oh,
was.
would have even risen somewhat.
Yeah,
higher.
it was a very, very good year for the schools. Very few unpaid.
Good news.
Yes, very good news. Okay. Town attorney,
Nothing at this time.
assistant town attorney,
Nothing at the step.
councilperson Jadowski.
Yes, I talked with Newstead Fire Company's President Henley and Chief Bauer on the pricing of turnout gear. Need a little bit of information for, you'll see in the public hearing that we're gonna hopefully approve tonight. And then also, with Councilman Dugan, I sat in on 3 interviews for dog control officer. That's it. Shorty.
Okay. Next, councilperson Dugan.
As my esteemed colleague here had mentioned, 3 dog control interviews Saturday and this evening. to replace, the retiring Dave for his many years as dog control officer of the town and village. A couple of really good candidates, potentially to fill that void. That's all I have.
Councilperson Burke.
Yes, I attended the Newstead Firemen's installation dinner commemorating their 75 years as an organization. And I swore in the exempt group officers. The meal was very tasty. It was catered by the Hilltop Restaurant in Lockport. And I'd like to commend Fireman Daniel Cummings. He was recognized for 62 years of continuous service to the Newstead Firemen's Group. It's an exceptional accomplishment as an active fireman. And then I attended the recent committee, the rec committee meeting on the 6th. And I note that if families change their email address, they need to notify the town clerk if they wish to continue receiving blast outs on the newsteadrec.com website. Apparently, some people were disappointed when they didn't get their blast out, but the reason is they didn't inform the clerk that their email had changed to the website. So,
Imagine that.
well, it happens, so I passed that along. That's it.
Okay, Councilperson Pope.
Nothing at this time.
Supervisor, I attended the supervisors meeting in East Aurora last week. I had a luncheon meeting today with Senator Galvin, which was very beneficial. Helped to get some of the paperwork ready for the dog control interviews. I gave that to John and Joe and they ran with it. Worked on the various contracts, the resolutions that we're going to hopefully pass later on under new business. And everybody should have received the supervisor's report for November. That's all I have. Unfinished business, buildings, I think John covered it in work session unless someone else. Anything? Planning, just for the public record, we are in the works, the noise law changes, everything associated with that is in the works. We haven't forgot it. We're still working at it, and that'll take a few weeks to get through, or a couple months, but just to let everybody know we are working at it. That's it. Water, sewer, Scott, for public record, just
Yes, so the water line project is substantially complete at this time. All residents who have water service lines should have been contacted and can now get water from the Erie County Water Authority.
100%.
now. Did the contractor patch the roads?
They were supposed to, I have.
Yeah, no, they did. I just wondered if they did it
Yes.
themselves, or did they have a company?
Thought they did it
Okay,
themselves.
but they didn't do a bad job.
Yeah.
Maybe some of the driveways in the village portion.
Yeah, there's still
Could
some
use some
work. Yeah, most of why I call it substantially complete, not finally complete, is that there will be some restoration, so some driveways, roadway, and lawn work that will have to be done in the spring when weather permits.
Okay. Okay, grants, nothing new. The one that we've had outstanding for a long period of time. The parks, I did talk with in my meeting today with Senator Galvin. He'll become our senator the first of the year, and as soon as I get him all the paperwork on it, to get him up to date, up to speed, he will put that on his agenda to hopefully address and help us along. No news on community development block grant or any other.
Is the CDBG grant announcement late this year?
Yes, it is.
Because I thought you mentioned.
It's usually in the end of November,
Okay,
usually in November, but you have not seen anything. I know in October, they did a site visit. They came out and talked to Sarah about the van and all that. But usually it's, I can reach out to Paul DiOrlando. I'll write that down. Ask about. Okay. So, that's it, new business. Or with us, we have a few resolutions. First, A is a resolution for grant writers service contract for 2023. Joe?
I'd like to propose the following resolution, whereas the town of Newstead has previously contracted with Rotella Grant Management to provide grant writing services to the town of Newstead. And whereas the town board has determined that they have been very satisfied with the services that they have received from Rotella Grant Management. And whereas the town of Newstead has received a written proposal from Rotella Grant Management to provide such services for next year. Now therefore be it resolved by the town board as follows. Number one, the town board does hereby approve the entering into of an agreement, correct? Of an agreement, that's a little tongue twister. For grant writing services with Rotella Grant Management as contained in their proposal commencing on January 1, 2023, in form attached here to and made a part hereof. Which agreement is substantially the same as the agreement which was entered into with Rotella Grant Management commencing on January 1, 2023, and allows for termination on 30 days prior.
It should be 2022.
That should be
2022. And allows for termination on 30 days prior notice. Number two, the town supervisor is hereby authorized to execute such agreement on behalf of the town of Newstead. Number three, this resolution shall take effect immediately.
There a second
Second,
discussion, please poll the board.
Councilwoman Hope,
Yes.
Councilmember,
Aye.
Councilman Jandrowski,
yes.
Councilman Dugan,
Yes.
Supervisor Custom.
Yes.
Carried unanimous.
B is a resolution for bond council services contract for 2023. John?
Yes, I'd like to propose the following resolution, whereas the town has agreed to retain the firm of Hawkins, Delafield and Wood LLP as a bond counsel for the town of Newstead for the year 2023. And whereas the town has been advised by the Department of Audit and Control that there should be a formal contract between the parties. Now therefore be resolved as follows. Number one, the town does hereby agree to retain Hawkins, Delafield and Wood LLP as a bond counsel for the town for the year 2023 in accordance with the bond counsel service agreement for the year 2023 attached hereto and made a part of hereof. Two, the supervisor of the town is hereby authorized to execute the contract on behalf of the town of Newstead. Three, this resolution shall take effect immediately.
Is there a second
Second.
discussion? Please poll the board.
Councilwoman Hope,
Yes.
Councilmember,
Aye.
Councilman Jandrowski.
Yes.
Councilman Dugan.
Yes.
Supervisor Custom.
Yes.
Carried unanimous.
C on the agenda is a resolution for the legal services contract for 2023.
I'd like to propose the following resolution, whereas the town has agreed to retain the services of Emily F. Janis as town attorney and Michael T. Kutu as assistant town attorney for the town of Newstead for the year 2023. The town has also agreed to retain Brendan Neal as an assistant town attorney on an as needed basis for the year 2023. And whereas the town has been advised by the Department of Audit and Control that there should be a formal employment contract between the parties. Now therefore be it resolved as follows. One, the town does hereby agree to retain Emily F. Janis as town attorney for the year 2023 in accordance with the legal services contract attached hereto and made a part hereof. Two, the town does hereby agree to retain Michael T. Kutu as assistant town attorney for the year 2023 in accordance with the legal services contract attached hereto and made a part hereof. Three, the town supervisor is hereby authorized to execute the contracts on behalf of the town of Newstead. Four, the town does hereby agree to retain Brendan Neal as an assistant town attorney as needed in the year 2023. And five, this resolution shall take effect immediately.
Is there a second
Second.
discussion? Please poll the board.
Councilwoman Hope,
Yes.
Councilmember,
Aye.
Councilman Jandrowski,
Yes.
Councilman Dugan,
Yes.
Supervisor Custom.
Yes.
Carried unanimous.
D is a resolution for auditing services contract for 2023. Patty?
And now for the following resolution, whereas Drescher and Malecki LLP have performed auditing services for the town of Newstead for many years, and the town has been very satisfied with the services provided. And whereas it is necessary for the town to enter into a contract with Drescher and Malecki LLP to audit the financial statements as of December 31st, 2022, for the year ending December 31st, 2022, and to audit the financial statements for the year ending December 31st, 2023. And whereas Drescher and Malecki LLP has submitted a proposal for such services, now therefore be it resolved as follows. Number one, the town does hereby agree to retain the firm of Drescher and Malecki LLP to perform auditing services for the town of Newstead for the year ending December 31st, 2022, and for the year ending December 31st, 2023, in accordance with the terms of the proposal submitted by Drescher and Malecki LLP, which proposal is incorporated here to and made a part hereof. Number two, the supervisor of the town is hereby authorized to execute the contract on behalf of the town of Newstead. And number three, this resolution shall take effect immediately.
There's a second?
Second,
Any questions? Please poll the board.
Councilwoman Pope,
Yes.
Councilmember,
aye.
Councilman Dobrowski,
Yes.
Councilman Dugan,
Yes,
Supervisor Cummings,
Yes.
carried unanimously.
E, resolution engineering service contract for 2023. Joe?
I'd like to propose the following resolution, whereas the town of Newstead has been advised by Audit and Control that it should have a contract with Wendell WB Architecture, Engineering, Surveying, and Landscape Architecture, PC, hereinafter referred to as Wendell. And whereas the town of Newstead desires to have an annual engineering services performed for it to meet its day-to-day requirements. And whereas Wendell is an engineering firm duly licensed in New York State and has offered to perform the services hereinafter set forth. Now, therefore, be it resolved as follows. Number one, the town board does hereby agree to retain Wendell as the town engineer for the year 2023 in accordance with the engineering proposal submitted by Wendell, with a payment for included services set at the rate of $1,500 per month. Initial review of site plans and minor subdivisions set at $250 and $550 per major subdivisions greater than 5 lots. And large site plans, buildings or additions greater than 10,000 square feet or impervious areas of greater than 10,000 square feet, or those included a drainage pond, with additional services to be provided only with prior authorization and approval. This will include attendance of 2 meetings per month and a fixed fee of $325 per additional meeting as requested. Number two, the supervisor is hereby authorized to execute the contract. Number three, this resolution shall take effect immediately.
There's a second?
Second.
Discussion? Please poll the board.
Councilwoman Pope,
Yes.
Councilmember,
Aye.
Councilman Dobrowski,
Yes.
Councilman Dugan,
Yes,
Supervisor Cummings,
Yes.
carried unanimously.
F is the resolution for the GIS service contract for 2023.
Sure. Whereas Wendell has submitted a proposed agreement for GIS support services related to the linking of design drawings documents through ESRI ArcMap software. And whereas the town board has reviewed the proposed agreement and found it to be satisfactory. Now therefore be it resolved as follows. One, the town board does hereby approve the proposed agreement with Wendell for GIS support services of annual GIS web map application hosting of $2,100 lump sum, GIS/GPS support and training of $2,000 time and expense, and ArcGIS online annual subscription paid to ESRI of $831. Two, this agreement shall, unless otherwise terminated as provided in section 13 of this agreement, be automatically renewed for successive periods of 12 months, each a renewal period, or otherwise terminated in accordance with the provisions of this agreement. Three, the supervisor of the town is authorized to sign the agreement. Four, this resolution shall take effect immediately.
For a second,
Second.
discussion? Please poll the board.
Councilwoman Pope,
Yes.
Councilman Burt,
Aye.
Councilman Jandrowski,
Yes.
Councilman Dugan,
Yes.
Supervisor Cummings,
Yes.
carried unanimous.
G is a resolution to set a public hearing concerning turnout gear for the fire companies.
Yes, I'd like to propose the following resolution, whereas the town board of the town of Newstead here and after the town board contracts with Newstead Fire Company, Inc. Here and after Newstead Fire Company for the protection of services in the town of Newstead. And whereas pursuant to this contract, Newstead Fire Company and the Akron Fire Company here and after Akron Fire will at times work together to respond to calls of Newstead Fire Protection District, whereas the town board has become aware of both the needs of Fire Company and Akron, Newstead Fire Company and Akron Fire are facing increased costs to operate their companies and provide valuable fire protection services to the residents of the town of Newstead. And whereas the town board wishes to allocate $12,000 to the Newstead Fire Company, $12,000 to the Newstead Fire Company, $12,000 to the Akron Fire Company to reimburse the fire companies for purchase of new turnout gear. Whereas to be eligible for this reimbursement, the fire companies would be required to provide the following documentation: 1, proof of need for the purchase of the new turnout gear; 2, proof of payment, example receipts for the turnout gear purchase for the description of the planned use for the gear; 3, evidence of the compliance with the town of Newstead procurement policy to ensure items purchased, and proof that the purchase was made between 1/1/23 and 10/31/23. Whereas upon the proof that the eligible purchase was been made, the fire companies would each be entitled to reimbursement for the town of Newstead for up to $12,000 of eligible purchases based on receipts provided within 30 days of the purchase, and that's your 12,000 there. It's in both lines. Strike that. Whereas the town board has determined that the reimbursement provides a public benefit as well as allow fire companies to recruit and output members. Whereas pursuant to the law of section 184, prior to entering into the purchase related to fire emergency service, a public hearing is required. Now therefore it is hereby ordered as follows. A hearing before the town board of the town of Newstead in Erie County shall be held at the Newstead Town Hall, 5 Clarence Center Road, Akron, New York, at 7:25 p.m. on the 29th day of December of 2022 for the purpose of hearing all persons interested in the proposed purchase. Be it further ordered that the town clerk is directed to A, publish a notice of public hearing in the Akron Bugle designated as the official newspaper for this publication. Such publication to be not less than 10 days before the date of the public hearing. And B, posted required by law, one of the copy of the notice of public hearing no later than the day's notice and published. Which day notice is published. Be it further ordered that the town clerk is to make copies of the proposed purchase reimbursement for the town of Newstead Fire Company, Inc. and Akron Fire Company available at her office for inspection and distribution to any interested persons during the business hours.
Is there a second?
Second.
Discussion? Just in the public notice, we need to change the 10 and the 20 to 24. Being none, please pull the board.
Councilwoman Pope,
Yes.
Councilman Burt,
Aye.
Councilman Jandrowski,
Yes.
Councilman Dugan,
Yes.
Supervisor Cummings,
Yes.
carried unanimous.
H, I'll entertain a motion to approve the 2023 fee schedule as presented by the Building and Planning Department in town clerk.
So moved.
Second,
Second.
all in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? Carried. I'll entertain a motion to set the organizational meeting for 2023 on January 2nd at 7 p.m.
So moved.
There's a second
Second.
discussion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Period. Also, we usually around this time receive a request for the ornament exchange from Debbie Hilton. I'll entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
So moved.
For a second.
Second.
Adam. Discussion, this is where they put lights up along the bike path near Mule Street, and it's been pretty successful the last couple of years. All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? Carried. Any other new business? Privilege of the floor. Does anybody have any comments on the privilege of the floor? Being none, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
For a second,
Second.
discussion? All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? Carried. Thank you. Get your Christmas shopping done.
Good night.
Can I say that?
Are we still on?
You're still on. You're still on.
Good night. All.
Yeah, good night.
Say goodnight, Gracie.
I know it wasn't the Cardinals. It was the Kings.